Hello YouTube. We are closing out the 4th week with our new students, so let's see how it's working. Tubiest of the tubiest. That's you. And I'm 50 plus. And my plus one, my student, is going inside to take him a shower and get all cleaned up. We spent the last almost a day and a half. Actually, it was a day and a half because it was 24 hours. He was able to do a little 34 reset on that period of time, but we was actually in Houston, and I asked for a load that took us through. Oh, look, let me show you. Okay, you see that little truck right there? I asked that guy a question. I'm gonna talk to y'all about that in just a second. Anyways, I went into the planners and I asked them to help me out and fix me up so that I could at least spend a 10-hour sleep break at the house, because I hadn't been home I say I hadn't been home in a while. I go home, but each time I go, it's always just like that, half a day or overnight and take off again. So it's been quite a long time since I've spent several days in a row at home, and that's you get to a point where you miss your family a little bit more than that when you want to actually plan something and do something with them. So plus my grandsons, and I have a granddaughter that I hadn't even met yet. So my son just so happened to be home, so I told him to bring him by. So we had a nice day yesterday with my boys came by, and they brought their little ones with them, so I was able to see my grandkids, and it's a good thing. And so when you're with your mentor, I just want to let you guys kind of know how the scenario should work. The mentor is, he's not necessarily responsible for you. I mean, you're an adult. You should be responsible for yourself. However, you're new at what's going on here, and you're almost at his behest of what to do and how to do it and what to expect and all those sort of things. And if something doesn't seem quite right, ask him. Hey, when you're going to hometown, am I supposed to be, wait for you here in the truck, parked at a deserted spot? I mean, how long are you going to be gone? Ask him questions if it doesn't look right. He can go into home time and put you in a hotel and get prior approval, but chances are Swifty's going to approve it, because they're going to stand you not wanting to sit in the truck for 34 hours. However, you kind of have to be a little reasonable. If he takes you to a spot, or she takes you to a spot where there are amenities, like a truck stop, they drop you off at the, leave you in the truck at the Loves, and then they went for a 34 reset. I mean, that's not considered a bad place to be, because you have amenities. I mean, you have a place you can go eat, and you can use the facilities. You can take a shower. They got TV in there. I mean, it's damn near the same amenities that you would have. Well, actually, more amenities that you would have if you were at a terminal, and a terminal is considered a reasonable place for you to park and do a 30-floor reset. So, but if you're at a place where there's no amenities for you, you might need to say something to the mentor. I'm not telling you to wait till the mentor walks away and then get on the phone, call Swifty and say, hey, this guy's done this to me. You need to communicate with your mentor first. Say, hey, man, you know, or hey, lady, you know, chicken D, or, you know, by their name, shit, I don't know. Whatever y'all communicate, yeah. And just say, you know, there ain't no place for me to dump out here. And I might get hungry, ain't no place for me to eat. And I ain't eating what I dump out. So we got to fix something else out here. And, you know, they supposed to put you up somewhere, take care of you, you know, in that situation. And Swift will take care of that. But you give a little prior approval, you gonna call your DM and say, look, this is what's going on. And they're just gonna approve it, you know. Just don't go do stuff without getting approval, spend folk money without talking to them. But they gonna approve it. Okay? So, you know, you got to be treated right while you're on the mentor's truck. Okay? Now, that being said, it's the mentor's truck, and he's not, she's not the, you know, it's not your keeper. Okay? You have to have some personal accountability, and also you're gonna have to understand that you're in their domain, and they're trying to do something for you, and that they don't owe you shit. Nothing. They owe you shit, nothing. And you know, and for the most part, you don't owe them anything. But at the end of this situation, what should have happened is you guys should trade some love, you know. I mean, your mentor should have had a good time with you being on this truck, on her truck, and you should have learned how to perform this job. Because at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. Okay? You know, that's what they're here for. They're here to give you some little information, and you're there to soak it up. And so, it's not difficult, you know. It can be challenging at times, you know. Two different personalities in these close quarters for an extended period of time. Yeah, it can get tight, but considerations need to be met. Okay, I was at home. I took a shower. You know, the last time I took a shower was like a day before that, when I was at the terminal, and. If I took a shower, what makes me think that this person who I'm in the truck with doesn't want to take a shower? So we're at the Houston terminal, and there's not really amenities in there to do that. At least I hadn't found them. It's a shared terminal with Central Freight. So I thought my student would like a shower. So I planned to leave early enough to take a nice break here at this Love's. I found it on Trucker Path. It's on our way, and it's a little bit more than halfway and to our delivery. And now he goes and can go in there and take a shower. By the way, I let my student do everything. He does the points, everything. I don't fuel. He fuels, and he uses his card so that he can get points on his fuel card, so that when he goes solo, he don't have to come up with extra money to pay for his showers. He'll have a bunch of showers racked up already, or points at least. You see? Now that's not your mentor don't have to give you his points or her points. Okay? So that's not the norm. I do it because, you know, I want to try to set my student up as best I can. So when they go solo, they're not just out there raw, you know. There might be another minute or two before they actually get a fat check. So it kind of helped mine a little bit. But don't think that that's the way it's supposed to be, okay? They still gonna let you do the fueling, but they probably gonna give you their card so that they can say the points for themselves. Because a lot of guys don't go to the terminals. I go to a terminal as often as I can. If there's a terminal in the path, I'm going to that terminal because that way I can get a free shower and wash my clothes free. And that's what I do. But a lot of people, they don't even go to terminals. I don't want to go to no terminal. I got to blah, blah, blah. Asking for a good reason why they don't have one. But, you know, to each his own. To each his own. It's no big deal. You don't have to go to a terminal if you don't want to. But with a student, it's good because they don't have to spend the money to wash their clothes and take a shower, okay? So hopefully it works out for you when you get your mentor. So, the truck that left out here that I want to just show y'all a picture of, short video. Look, as I was walking into the truck stop there, I walked it up, I saw him on the scales. Like, what the hell is that guy doing on the scale? That's kind of weird. But this is weird to see that little thing on top of the scale. So on the way back, he was at the fuel island. So I did the trucker thing, stop, you know, truck driver thing. Hi, man! Start, you know, talking. So I said, hey, I saw you on the scale. I've never seen that before. What's the deal is with that? Why come you had to get on the scale? I didn't know you had to, get a scale ticket and stuff. And he explained to me that he goes from location to location. He has a route that he goes on, and he picks up used cooking oil. And this Love's has an Arby's, and they're contracted to pick up the oil at this Arby's. And so he pulled up there and he pumped all of the oil out of it. And then he goes weigh, and then he write down how much he weigh. And then he goes to another spot and he'll pick up some more, and then he'll go weigh again. And he stopped. He keeps a tally of how much oil that he picked up, and he gets paid via commission based on how much oil he picks up. That's pretty cool. But I know that's probably, what the hell you telling us that for? I just thought it was some you know, pretty interesting information, because I just never seen that happen before. You know, if you didn't know, now you know. A little bit extra, right? Dang, man. As long as no other information fall out the back, there's no harm in having that little bit. Hell, suck it up. It's good stuff. All right, so today is, what the hell is today? Thursday. So by Saturday, I will be studentless. He's almost there. It's like 175. He's only like 2 days away. I have 175, 185, so it's like 2 days away. And he'll upgrade probably on Monday. So I'll drop him off on Saturday at the yard there in Salt Lake, and then I may run to Denver, take a Costco run to Denver, and bring something back, so that I'll be there on Monday when he upgrades, and we'll record it and let you guys participate in the upgrade of my first student. Hey guys, deliver undistracted. Here we go. Boop. Hey everybody, 50 Plus here. What do I do when my recruiter won't return my calls? They're lying to me. They don't have answers to the questions I'm asking. Problem is, once I get those questions, it's already too late. Industry standard, once a recruiter has got you, they got you. You belong to them. At the end of this video, I'm going to give you my recruiter's information. Her name is Autumn, and if you're thinking about joining Swift, that's who I want you to contact. You give her a call. She's going to send you through the process. Eventually, you're going to wind up on a mentor's truck. When you get in that truck, you're going to be in that truck for 200 hours. For 200 hours, I want your phone in the bunk. If you're willing to do that, I'm going to send you a Blue Pirate headset. You need to let Autumn know 50 Plus sent you.